This is Mr. Evilcheese, and you can't hurt me, not in my cheese cape. But anyway, this is a review of the Sideshow Collectibles 6th scale Darth Maul action figure with exclusive Sith Probe Droids, which is this box that I'm moving that you can't really see much of. So there you can see the boxes. You can see, I guess if you get the exclusive version, you can get these probe droids. It's pretty freaking cool. I think this was out quite a while ago, though. I'm not sure when exactly. But these were sent to me by Shane Pittman, who's a really cool guy, and he's one of the administrators over at the Star Wars action figure and memorabilia page on Facebook, which is a really cool page, and you should go check it out. I'll put the link in the description, because you can go in there and buy and sell figures, and also if you collect like the Black Series and current things, you'll know when they come out and where they're coming out, and it's really up to date. So I'd say join it if you're a big collector of Star Wars figures and other memorabilia. But I will warn you, don't go in there and be a dick or screw people over, because you'll be banned really quick. Alright, so here's the boxes. And that's a pretty cool box. That's a scary looking Darth Maul picture. Darth Maul was really my favorite part of the Phantom Menace. I mean, that movie was just kind of meh. I mean, the first time I watched it, I kind of liked it. I mean, I liked parts, the pod race, and just seeing Jedis in action and fighting, and having crazier fights than they did in the original trilogy was cool. But everybody knows that that movie just wasn't that great. And one of the coolest things about it was Darth Maul. And I wish he could have stuck around for the other two movies, but he didn't. But still, he's really cool. And I'm glad that I got a figure of him now, thanks to Shane. And here's his probe droids that he sends out on Tatooine to search for whatever the hell he is searching for. I don't even remember. He's searching for some shit. What was he searching for? Queen Amidala or the Jedi or something? I can't remember. I haven't watched that in a long time. But, yeah, there's the boxes. Now we're going to open these things up. Now this has like a magnetic door here that latches. You pop that open, you get a big description there of Darth Maul. When you open it up, you can see all the accessories on that side. There's some already missing because I took them out already. Over here is where Darth Maul would have been, but I already took them out. And there's another description thing in there. You can pause that if you want to read all that, but I ain't going to read all that. But, yeah, that's the inside, and I'll be taking them accessories out to show you them in a minute here. Now, the probe droid box also has the magnetic door here that latches. You open that up, and there's the description there. I guess he's hunting down Queen Amidala. That's what the probe droids are for. Yeah, that's right. They're trying to kill her the whole movie, huh? But, yeah, there's not much left in there. I guess like his little wristband that he controls them with is still in there. But I already took everything out. So there he is. Or I guess there they are, if you count the probe droids. Look at Darth Maul trying to blend in with my background there. But he just looks awesome. Look at that freaky face he's got. I love them tattoos. His horns. He's just an awesome looking character. I remember reading about how they designed him, and they're trying to make him look like a nightmare. And that's basically what he does look like. He looks like he's something out of somebody's nightmare. And that is awesome. Look at them crazy ass eyes. Just look really nice on this figure. Look at that shit. That is awesome. He did a really good job of painting his tattoos on there too. You can see his double-bladed lightsaber. He's got multiple lightsabers in there because, you know, they get split in the movie, and also he fights with just the one blade for a while there. And there you can see the probe droids, which are really well done. I really like the little eyeball on them, which looks all glossy and glass-like. And the probe droids came with two of these little sand things that you can stick on the base. Because they're like removable, you could stick it onto Darth Maul's also. So that's pretty cool. Because that's when he uses them, is on Tatooine, so it makes sense that they have a sand base. And one of the coolest things about this cape is that it's got bendy wire in it. So all around the hood it's got bendy wires so you can position it and make it look the way you want it to look. If you want it to look ridiculous, you just do something goofy like that. I don't know why you do that. But yeah, you can bend it into shape. You could probably even do a better job than I did if you really mess around with it. But yeah, that's really awesome. So it looks like the wire goes down to about there and all the way around in there. So that is just freaking awesome. I love that. And because of the bendy wire, you can also make the hood down. Just bend the wires back and it stays pretty well. So that's really cool. And you can see they got them crazy sleeves that he has. Those are some weird sleeves, but but yeah, he has a weird cloak or whatever. But yeah, that's the way he is. So see, there's a big slit down through there. It's pretty cool. And there's the back of it. Like, it's really crazy with the material on the back of this thing. It's kind of see-through. Doesn't really matter because he's wearing black underneath anyway. But yeah, look at that. That's ridiculous. It's freaking awesome. Really like that. There's also some hooks on here, so if you want to hook these together, you can hook it up and you can have his robe buttoned up. And there he is with his robe off, and that looks really awesome. This little thing around his girdle or whatever you call this thing, it feels like a leather. It's really cool. It's got these little rivets on there, and there's his clothes underneath, which are really well done. Sometimes 6 scale figures, the clothes look way too big on them because the material is just too thick, but it don't look too bad on him. I think it looks pretty good. See, there's separate little flaps adding to the realism of his outfit. Looks awesome. Another thing good is because he's fully clothed is that it really hides the joints, so that's nice. Because he's really articulated, but all them joints are hidden. See, the one thing that's a little bit odd about his costume is it seems like, I don't know if it's supposed to be this way, but it seems like this flap here, it's glued to this, and it seems like it's off center. I mean, it is off center, but I just don't know if it's supposed to be. So I don't know. They either messed up or they did it right, and I don't know. It might be how it's supposed to be. It just seems like it should be in the center, but I don't know. I mean, maybe not, because this goes over that way. So I don't know. That could be the way it's supposed to be. Yep, and there's his boots. Really hard plastic. They look like they're rubbery, but it's hard plastic. But yeah, there's some cool boots. And there's his gloves. It's got some nice detail on there, some wrinkles. You can see his knuckles. Looks pretty realistic. I like it. You can see it's real baggy up here around the shoulders for movement. And look at all them layers. And there's another little hook so you can hook his shirt together. Let's take another look at that face, because it is badass. I mean, look at that. That is an awesome face. He got wrinkles on his lips. His eyes are glossy. They look like they're alive. There's his horns. They're really nice and detailed. They look awesome. So yeah, he's a really nice figure. So here is his other accessories. You can see he comes with some alternate hands. It's like a force hand. And then he's got this hand with the bracelet to control the droids on him. That came with the actual figure, but then the bracelet by itself came with the droids. So you can stick this on that hand now if you want. And he came with his binoculars, which is really cool. Some nice set of binoculars. And all these different versions of his lightsaber. You got the single version, and then the single version with the blade out. Then you got the double version with one side out, and the double version with both sides out. So that's really cool. And here's a closer look at the handle. It's really well done. Very nice indeed. And here's a closer look at the probe droids. See, they're really well done. Like, there's separate layers of plastic on here. This looks really awesome. There's a lot of paint. It's not just all one color. They really painted this thing. All these little eyeball looking parts. They're real glossy. The rest of it's metallic. A lot of detail in these little things. Got this big antenna. It's really cool. I think these are all exactly the same. I would imagine they are. I don't really see any differences. But on the bottom they have a little hole for these metal display thingamajiggies. You need to stick it down on there like that, which is hard to do with one hand for some reason. There, I got it. It's hard to get it on with one hand, but they're posable. You can move them around. And they're different heights, 3 different heights of these. You can take them out of the base, put them however you want them, spin them around however you want. So that's really cool. That is a real nice little exclusive thing to add with a figure. And here's Darth Maul's base, and it's adjustable depending on how you want him to stand. Fits around his waist right there. That's really cool. And this is removable. Like if you just got the figure by itself without the droids, then you wouldn't even have this sand piece. But you can take that off if you want. It says Star Wars underneath. And they're just peeping on Padme pose. I don't know who'd want to pose them looking through binoculars, but you can do it if you want. Cool. Probably only uses one hand, I don't know. But he's using 2 right now. And there he is using his force powers to, I don't know what the hell he's doing, making somebody's pants fall down or something. I feel like this guy has a sense of humor. He seems so serious, but I bet he plays practical jokes all the time. He starts laughing, busting out laughing. Ridiculous shit. I bet it goes down when no one's looking with this guy. And there he is at the Sith batting practice. Getting ready to swing and knock a probe droid right out of the park. And there he is taking a Darth poop while he's twiddling his double-bladed lightsaber. He's probably going, Oh, that felt good. And there he is in a more serious pose with his double-bladed lightsaber. Man, I bet before he got good with that thing, he went through a lot of robes. He probably cut the shit out of his robes with that thing. And the Emperor Palpatine probably smacked the shit out of him and said, "Quit cutting up your robes, man. You're going to make us bankrupt with all your stupid robe bills. Oh, you ass." Okay, so now it's time for some articulation. Start the head. So you can look back and forth, up and down, tilt his head side to side. So it's pretty good articulation at the head. Then up at the shoulder area. I mean, look at that. This moves this is weird. Like this, I don't know how this articulation works because it moves so easily. It feels like it would fall, but it doesn't. It's odd. I mean, I like it. It's just I don't know why it moves so easily. I mean, what is in there? I don't want to take off the shirt to find out, but yeah, lots of articulation there at the shoulder. I mean, look at that. Then at the elbow, get a little bit more than a 90 degree. You can spin there too. And not really much you can do. Well, you can spin the glove. So you can spin at the glove and the elbow. Can't really do anything at the wrist though. Feels like there is articulation there, but it's not really going to do much because this rubber is so thick. Then the torso, there's some articulation up here that I can feel. I can spin there. Can lean back and forward. And I think there's a little bit of articulation at the hips. I think. Feels like it's moving. But down here at the leg part of the hip, yeah! Kick way up like a ninja, which is good because he's very ninja-like. Kick out to the front. Lots of articulation at the hips there. Very nice. And then at the knee, I think it's a single joint. Feels like a single joint. Nope, it's a double joint. Look at that. Really nice articulation at the knee. And then you can spin right there. Can't really do anything at the ankles though. These boots are really hard plastic. But yeah, look at that. He can get all kinds of articulation. Very nice. And there's Darth Maul next to my other 6th scale Star Wars figure, which is Chewbacca from A New Hope. And as far as I know, these two have never met. But yeah, you know the way Star Wars is. It seems like everybody's related to everybody, and everybody's met everybody at some point, even though it's a whole freaking universe. But yeah, so that means they may have met at some point. But as far as I know, they haven't. And here he is next to his girlfriend, She. And this figure's made by Fison. And I showed pictures of this to Shane Pittman when he sent me the Darth Maul figure. Just because they look like they go together. I mean, she's a good guy from Earth and different time period. But still, they're both dressed in red and black. They're both martial artists and they both look badass. So that's why I'm saying they look like they go together. It'd be cool to see them fight. Although I think she would need some lightsaber weapons because her weapons ain't going to last too long against a lightsaber. But it'd be cool to see them fight. But of course, you know there's going to be some sexual tension, and this will end up happening at some point. But it won't last. They're just too different. They just don't get along. They go their separate ways and find different significant others. But they eventually meet up for one-night stands and everything, which causes problems with their current significant others. I mean, it's just a big old mess of a story. So I'm really happy with this figure. I think it looks really cool. I really like the options you got. You can put the robe on, take the robe off. It's got the bendy wire in it. You got all them different versions of his lightsaber you can use. And you got his binoculars. You can use his force hand. And you got his probe droids, which are really cool. Really like the options you have with displaying them. And then you got the different bases you can use, either sand or no sand. And I just think it's really cool. Articulation's really nice. Pretty much all the articulation's hidden, which is really nice too. I don't know. I love the face. I love the eyes. The paint job's really nice. It's just a really awesome figure. I love it. Thanks, Shane, because this is just badass. Well, this is Mr. Evilcheese, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Hey, baby. I got a little problem. You think you can help me out?
What is the problem?
I just got a little problem down below, if you know what I mean. That's right, down there.
Oh, well, I think I can help you out with your problems down below.
Oh, can you? Oh, I was hoping that you could.
Just gonna call them from my probe droids and they'll check you out down below. Well, see you later. Tell me how it goes.
What? What are you talking about? What are these things doing? Get out of my crotch, you little perverts! What are you doing here?
Oh, damn it, man. You see them other pictures there? Why don't you click on one of them to see the video? Or you could subscribe, Nate. Oh.